Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of April 29th. You have this home card. It says invest in a home-based business to make money from home. I swear you get this card with me all the time. You have this mechanic. It says you can easily fix your finances with little friction. So I do feel it does seem to be a very, I don't know, it's like actually I would say this week has been a good mixture of pretty much everything. Love, money, whatever. But it does seem to me like there's a little bit extra focus on people improving their finances or, doing whatever they can to improve their finances. You have the Five of Swords, Three of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. The Five of Swords, of course, can be like a separation or walking away from something. I kind of feel that there are certain things that like help you win in life, and I feel there are other things that prevent you from winning. And I really feel that Five of Swords is saying that you're trying to be more of a winner. I think you're trying to do more things that win. And obviously, you're trying to eliminate things that stop you from winning. I think you're trying to get rid of the stuff that slows things down and, gets in the way and, all that other good stuff. So, I see this as a good thing, of course. The Five of Swords can be a separation, and, there's no doubt about it. Maybe you have experienced a separation, but the Five of Swords, this guy at the front here, he is the winner. He is victorious. And so whatever, I feel like you're cutting things out. Again, you have that mechanic card. It says you can easily fix your finances with little friction. And so there might be things that you are kind of removing from your life, or you're just being more efficient, which we actually see right here with the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is about progress, and he does kind of know what the most efficient way to accomplish something is. So, I think you might be more focused on efficiency. You have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands, of course, is a card of expansion and growth, and I feel for a lot of you that you are hoping to expand more, and maybe you're trying to expand your finances clearly with this reading, or you're trying to make more money. Three of Wands says, what are you waiting for? Sometimes I feel that where he's kind of saying like, it's time for you to take a leap. It's time for you to get on these boats in the harbor here and go on an adventure. And I do feel that mostly because we also have the Knight of Pentacles. Again, Knight of Pentacles is not necessarily a bad card, but he's the only knight in the tarot that is not moving. And it kind of represents the fact that he needs to make a move. He has all the knowledge and wisdom necessary to be successful. He has these oak leaves on his helmet, and the oak leaves on his helmet kind of represent knowledge and wisdom. And so he has everything he needs. All he has to do is get to work and plant seeds in those fields. So if you're thinking about doing something, I would just do it and get moving, right? You have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is holding on too tightly to something, to the past. And I kind of feel that a little bit for you. To me, the Four of Pentacles is just a meh card. It's not like good. It's not bad. It can be good as well, because it could say you're stabilizing your finances. But I kind of feel this is talking about you taking bigger risks. The Five of Swords is my card of taking risks in life. And we're not talking about stupid risk here. We're talking about calculated risk. So again, if you're thinking about taking a risk to expand or to, put one of your ideas into practice, I would say now is the time. With the Five of Swords, you have the Five of Swords. Basically, the universe saying what I said. So it's pretty crazy, because this week I've had a bunch of readings where the cards have repeated themselves like on the card, like this right here. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that, but definitely the universe saying I meant what I said. With the Three of Wands, you have the Five of Pentacles. I'm hearing like I'm not ready. The Five of Pentacles specifically says, do not call attention to your weaknesses. Five of Pentacles wants us to focus on our strengths. And that's what I feel like you need to do here. I feel like you need to focus on your strengths and, focus on the things that you're good at doing, or the things that you're good at in general. And that will lead to the most success with the Five of Pentacles here. So that's kind of what I feel with that Five of Pentacles. It's like saying you are ready. You might not think you're ready, but focus on your strengths. Don't focus on your weaknesses, and that will make all the difference in the world. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, I think that you could be walking away from something that no longer serves you. We don't actually know what he's walking towards on the Eight of Cups. You could say that he is walking towards the Nine of Cups, but that might not be true. We don't know. And so, like I said, some of you, sure, you could be walking towards wish fulfillment. But really, the point of this card is that he knows that the situation he's in is not getting him anywhere. He knows that he's not getting fulfillment where he is. So he knows he has to make a change. And what do you know? We go here to the Fool, which is about taking a leap of faith. We go here to the Fool, down to the Death card, which is basically saying that for you to experience or have some sort of change in your life, you're going to have to take some sort of leap of faith, with the Three of Wands as well. So the first part of the reading is pretty straightforward to me. It's just saying, take a leap on what you already know, right? You have this unlocking card. It says resolution, revelation, openness. This is coming up in the area of the unexpected, by the way. You have a surprise visitor. It says surprises, detours, unexplained events. Expect the unexpected. Yeah, I definitely feel this week could take you in unexpected directions, but not like, clickbait unexpected. I think this is more kind of like, maybe you come up with a random idea for your work or business or in your love life and it works really well. It could be just unexpected. It could just, maybe you just didn't expect it to do so well, right? And I kind of feel that's what could be going on here, is that there could be little things that are happening where you're saying to yourself, you know what, this is working out much better than I thought. So love it. You have the Knight of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Lovers. Again, I there's no other way to say it other than I think it's time to get your ass moving, right? The Fool with this is definitely saying you're overthinking something, or you're putting too much pressure on yourself or something, is what I feel. The Knight of Pentacles, again, is the only knight in the tarot that is not moving. So I feel it's time for you to start planting seeds. Basically, just take a small action towards something that you want to accomplish. I feel if you do that, you will be very successful. Obviously, if you don't, you won't. But, I think it's time for you to make a move with this energy for sure. I also, by the way, I do also feel that this could be a new person that's coming in for you. We have the Lovers in the same row. So I wouldn't say that love is, a major focus in this reading, but it is here. So if you want love, there could be a person who's kind of making their move or who's going to be approaching you. You have the Fool. Like I already said, I think it's time to take a leap of faith. The Fool is a contrarian as well, which I think that Sagittarius is definitely a contrarian. It's like every Sagittarius I know, it definitely, it's like everybody thinks of Aquarius as the contrarian, right? The person who goes against conventional wisdom or, does something different. But every Sagittarius that I know personally, and I know a bunch, they all kind of like live their life on their own terms and, do things their own way. And even, like every Sag I know has like multiple side hustles, right? I talk about this all the time. I don't know why, but like every Sag that I know personally does like multiple things to make money, for example. Definitely like an unconventional way to live, right? But I think that's what could make you very successful. So I kind of feel the Fool is saying, accept your contrarianness, if that's a word. Don't be afraid to be different, and don't be, if you're thinking about taking a leap of faith, but you're saying to yourself, oh, I can't because, people will think I'm weird or whatever. I basically think this is saying do it anyway. You have the Lovers. Lovers definitely could be love coming in for you if you want it. Like I said, it is showing up here. You even have the Hierophant, which could be marriage or future marriage. Obviously, if you haven't met a person, you're probably not going to get married today, but you might be getting married in the near future or something. I feel like there could be a very strong connection coming in for you with this energy as well. So again, if you're looking for a new love connection, I think there could be a person coming in for you that, makes you very happy. But let's see where this is going for you. With the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Devil. The Devil can, of course, represent a toxic energy. I would be careful, by the way, of like if you are meeting a new person, of a past person rushing in. Whenever I have something like this, the Knight of Swords to me could say that you're meeting a new person and like your past person can smell it and they're rushing back in your life to ruin it. So I would make sure that if you meet a new person, don't let a past person, get in between the two of you. With the Fool, you have the Seven of Wands. It's kind of like once you make a decision, that's it. I don't know if you've ever seen like one of those viral videos, right? Where like someone goes to jump off a diving board and they like jump up and they hesitate and they come down and they hit the diving board and they go flipping over and all that other stuff, right? So I kind of feel that here, where I feel like this reading is saying that if you hesitate, you're going to hurt yourself. Maybe not literally, but, we're speaking figuratively here. But I think that if you make the 110% commitment to accomplishing something and you just dive in head first and you don't hesitate, you're going to be much more successful. So it's like a little bit like a roller coaster going on here where you've been clicking to the top of the, big drop on the roller coaster and now you're about to drop down. And this could be like you committing to a business or you putting yourself out there to get into a relationship. It's like you're at the top, but it's like I think once you get going, you're going to feel so much better. And, there's going to be that release. And I feel this is saying, for whatever reason, I feel like this is saying commit to the release. With the Lovers, you have the King of Wands. King of Wands is about being bold, being assertive, really making something happen. So I feel like it's time for you to like be bold, assertive, and really go for something here. Again, this could just be saying it's you. This could be how you're presenting yourself in this reading as the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a visionary. He's an entrepreneur. He's a leader. And you have this Take the Lead card coming up next. And so you don't necessarily have to be starting a business, but I feel that you are kind of, maybe you have visionary ideas for the future of your life. We literally go up to the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is being spoiled for choice, but the Seven of Cups is coming up in the good stuff. So it could say you have these big dreams for your future and you need to like start working towards those dreams. You need to take the lead right here. It says, take the lead. Don't wait for others. Are you kidding? We basically said that about you being a contrarian and everything. It says it's your time to step up and take the lead. You have this entanglement card. It says if you realize that you are in an entanglement, it may be time to move on or to take a break. Knight of Swords, right? So your very first card in that row is the Knight of Swords. And I feel that if you are in an entanglement, I would get out of it. If you were in an entanglement, I would avoid it at all costs, right? Especially with this Knight of Swords rushing. You know, I always say like that horse that he is on, it looks stressed out. You know, it looks like he's forcing it. So the Knight of Swords says if you have to force something, it's probably not right. And so I would be careful of anything, and not just love. You know, this could be work. If you feel like you're forcing yourself to go to work every single day, that could be a clue that you need to start looking for something better. Of course, I would not just quit. People ask me all the time, should I just quit my job? Absolutely not. It is a horrible time to do that. Not only that, we have very strong Saturn energy right now because we have Saturn and Neptune and Pisces. And, you know, the way that I think of Saturn, it's like your grandpa, right? Saturn, you know, your grandfather, if he were to get another job, he would go get another job lined up first, and then he would write a letter of resignation to his current boss, and he would give us, 2 weeks notice, and, all that. He would follow the rules, right? And I definitely feel we are in a time where we kind of need to follow the rules. We need to make sure we're not burning any bridges because you never know. So you don't want to just up and quit a job. You also want to make sure you're giving notice and, all that other good stuff. So no rushing at this time, right? You have the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is a card of resting, relaxing, recovering. We're coming off of that retrograde. I feel today's the 25th, so last day of the retrograde, or it's over. And, it'll be over by the time you're watching this video. But I feel way more energetic. I have for the past 2 days, but at the same time, like if you need a break, take a break. If you need a rest, take a rest. If your body's telling you to rest. Listen to what your body is saying. Again, there's no point in pushing yourself with the Knight of Swords, especially. If you push yourself with the Knight of Swords, you'll just make a mistake. So I think it's better to just rest and come back to something rested and not like force things to happen. You have the Death card. Yeah, we're in a time of great change. Every single person, I'm pretty sure every single reading had the Death card this week. So, there could be just a lot of change energy right now going on for everybody. And these changes are, I think leading to bigger and better things just in general. Let's see. With the Knight of Swords, you have the Four of Swords. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I said there. Like, no forcing things to happen. I was definitely getting that energy. Whether this is a person or it's you, doesn't matter. I would say no, don't try to force things to happen this week. I would really make sure you're like taking your time, going over things that are important to you, and like don't force things to happen in any area of your life, basically. With the Four of Swords, you have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is like fortune after difficulty, and so it can represent good things happening after a challenging period of time. And I do feel there are some blessings coming in for you. This card really represents happy home, happy family. And again, if you do want love, I do feel there's a person who kind of wants the same thing you do. One thing that stands out to me here is that both of these cards are kind of dreamy cards. The Ten of Cups and that Seven of Cups. The Ten of Cups is above those people's heads. It exists in the clouds. The Seven of Cups is in the clouds. So both cards kind of say you have to bring something into reality. You have to bring this into your world. And we can do that by focusing on what we want, on happiness, taking the proper steps, taking a leap of faith, living our life how we think it should be lived, not how other people think it should be lived. These two cards here, Fool and whatever this card said, it basically said, don't wait for others to light the way. You are the way here, Sagittarius. You are the way. You're going to be showing other people how to do things. So it's like there is no one who can show you how to live your life, right? And what do you know? With the Death card, you have the Star. The Star says you are the Star. The Star is a card of hope, faith, renewal, healing, which definitely shows up in your reading. But the Star is about kind of being an example for other people and showing people what's possible. So I kind of feel if you're having a hard time, seeing what's possible in life, or, if you're having a hard time getting motivated and all that other stuff, I feel like the star is saying, well, you're the one that needs to show other people what to do. So, I think it's time for you to kind of show the world what you're made of. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this Divine Matrix and this Imperfect Harmony card. Love it. Both cards kind of say that you are in alignment with your desires. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is everything you want and desire sometimes, or it can kind of represent things that you desire to manifest in your life. So I feel for a lot of you that you are in alignment with this right here. And the Seven of Cups and the good stuff kind of says you are spoiled for choice. So I would get to work on whatever you're thinking about working on. The Seven of Cups also literally just says you could be manifesting a dream, especially when it shows up in the good stuff here. You have the Hermit. The Hermit, I'll actually show you, has the star in his lantern right here. So I feel it is time for you to kind of shine your light. You have the star. We kind of talked about this, that it could be time for you to be an example for other people. I think this is kind of true for everyone. With Pluto going into Aquarius, I think the most spiritual thing that we can do for the next 20-something years is be an example for other people. So it's time to inspire people. There's a quote from The Ultimate Warrior. He says, don't instruct people, inspire people. So I think that by being a living example is probably the most spiritual best thing that we could possibly do. And that could be anything. I mean, whatever you want. It doesn't have to be some sort of big, I think people think to do something spiritual, they have to solve world hunger or something like that. And I'm not saying that's not a good goal, but what I am saying is that it doesn't have to be that. It can be something that's personal or something small. And it's one leads to another, right? So I think it would be better for everyone to focus on even just inspiring one person, and then it spills over and spills over and spills over. And eventually there would be no world hunger if that's what you truly wanted, right? So I think it's better to kind of just be an inspiration by living your best life. And I kind of feel that's what you're doing. You have the Hierophant. The Hierophant, of course, can represent marriage. We do see love here, but I think that love could be coming in on this bottom row from you getting out of a karmic situation, or, if you had an entanglement with a person, whatever that means, I don't know, ask Will Smith, right? But whatever it means, I would say that, this could be a better person coming in, but I think you have to let go of a past connection. With the Seven of Cups, here you go. You have the Ten of Pentacles, sorry. I love the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles together. To me, that is everything you want and desire in life. So there could be a really solid, connection coming in, but also you could be improving your business or your career. So it's kind of like you're manifesting your dream life. With the Hermit, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles says you've done a lot of work. Now it's time to show the world the work that you've done. He is mastering his craft. I look at the Eight of Pentacles as representing material success on the horizon. It basically says that you could be attracting money into your life in the very near future. And but again, it's coming up in the good stuff. We also have the Ten of Pentacles here. So I feel for a lot of you that you are clearly improving your financial situation, or you're making more money, or you're doing things to make more money. So this looks pretty good as far as money is concerned. With the Hierophant, you have the Four Wands, marriage. You could be attracting a Capricorn. Aquarius stands out to me. That's it. It could be any sign. General reading. Gemini also stands out to me here. You could be attracting any sign, but I do feel if you want to get married, there definitely could be, a person coming in for you in the future that you could marry. The Four Wands is also a card of freedom. It kind of says that that you need to do things that make you feel more free, and that's exactly what I would do with that Four Wands. You have this Rooster card. It says, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. I would be careful if you have this past person, coming back into your life. I feel that, this could be some sort of entanglement, which again, I don't even know what that means, but whatever it means, I would avoid it. You have this good news card. A lot of people seem to be getting these good news cards this week. And, again, obviously you have one right here. Sometimes I think after a retrograde, we could get approval for something, especially if before the retrograde, you were trying to get approval for something. It's retrogrades can always bring approval back. I'm also getting if someone owes you money, this could be money that's coming in for you. You have this fan card. It says romance, celebration, party. I would do, I think that we are in a time, I say this all the time, that we need to be making sure that we're doing fun things as well. I think that there's a very strong work focus. And if we're only working, then we're going to have a really hard time if we're not also balancing out the energy and doing other things that we enjoy, and also resting, relaxing, recovering Four of Swords twice, the Star. The Star is a card of like self-care as well. So anything you can do to, heal yourself, take care of yourself, really good idea. You have this leg. It says stepping into new experiences. I think everybody is. The Seven of Cups. Variety is the spice of life. I just said this to someone else. Anything you can do to enjoy yourself more, to step into, to have new experiences, to provide yourself with variety is going to be a good idea. You have this Broken Bridge card. It says unsuccessful outcome to a problem. So again, I kind of feel this is like this past person. I would be careful of a past person. You have this Casket. It says someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. So again, you could be completely releasing a past person, and you could be more focused on new people. But this looks pretty good here, Sag. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.